So coming to the cycle now, it's a great time to plant new seeds. What are your new dreams? What is your heart yearning for? What is your soul's calling? Welcome, my brave hearts and sensitive souls, to Embrace Your Sacred Nature podcast. I'm your host and soul guide, Tanya. Today, I want to share with you my oracle card reading for the new lunar cycle, May 27 to June 24th. So the purpose of my oracle card reading is to help you navigate and tune into the energies of every lunar cycle. I have a theme for each lunar cycle that serves as an anchor, and the card talks about the key message for this lunar cycle for us to focus on. I use the meaning of the card, my intuition, and my experiences in my own life as a way to interpret the card message. So you can think of this as an energy forecast for this lunar cycle we're in now, and the topics for us to focus on to help us grow and evolve, and of course, to help us remember our own sacred nature. Okay, so let's dive in. The theme for this lunar cycle is seeds, and the main card I've got is this one from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle card deck. It says, Warrior Woman, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? This lunar cycle's message is a continuation of last lunar cycle's theme of recalling our power, and you can check out episode 3 if you want to learn about that. It feels like this lunar cycle is presenting a much softer energy, which is a really good thing. Now, as you remember from last year's cycle, we are reminded to take our happiness into our own hands and to create more joy and love for ourselves. So coming to the cycle now, it's a great time to plant new seeds. What are your new dreams? What is your heart yearning for? What is your soul's calling? Now that you have evolved into a more powerful version of yourself, you know that everything is possible. So start by answering your soul's calling in your mind with your imagination. Utilize the power of your mind, the power of your brain. The only limits that can stop you is the limits of your beliefs. You may have a new idea that suddenly pops in your mind, or an idea that has been circling at the back of your head for months or years, but it hasn't manifested into your physical reality yet. It's time to be really honest and ask yourself, what is stopping you from manifesting your dream? Just like the card says, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Is it your belief that you're not good enough, that you're not qualified enough, you're not gifted enough, or you don't have enough knowledge or certification? Or maybe you have an idea, but you don't know how to proceed and execute this idea into reality. The warrior woman in this card is reminding you to stop worrying. Be a warrior and not a warrior. Take matters into your own hands. In other words, you can't change the world, but you can change yourself. If you find yourself worrying, redirect those energies of worrying into dreaming and imagining. So wherever you're now, try to look around. Look at all the objects all around you. It may be your phone, it could be your laptop, your cup, the table, the chair, your bed. These objects all come from someone's imagination once. That is the power of our imagination. So take some time this summer cycle to start imagining the details of your dream and envision how your life will look like and feel like when your dream has come true. Imagine you are doing what inspires you. How does that make you feel? Really hone in the power of your imagination as a way to plant new seeds. Set your intention on how you want to feel when you're living your dream. Even though it's not happening right now in your physical reality, it can happen right now in your mind. This is a powerful time for dreaming, and there is no need to work on the how. In fact, this is the fun part. Let the universe show you what the next step is. Let the universe guide you. All you need to do is pay attention to your intuition. And once you receive the guidance, then you can act on it. And if you have any questions about intuition, you can go to the last episode, episode 4, to learn more about how your intuition sounds and feels like. So you may only have one idea now, and that's totally fine. And trust the universe will bring the right people, the right resources at the right time to you. So this is exactly how my podcast started. I want to share this story with you. I had this idea of interviewing people 7 years ago, but I didn't know how to materialize this idea into reality. I also didn't feel confident with expressing my voice then. Last year, I decided my word of the year for 2025 was voice. It came to me during a retreat that I was co-facilitating with my friend Yumin here at Museflower Retreat and Spa, which is called the Sacred Rest of Nature Retreat. And during the same time, so that was in December, I saw an online course on podcasting. I wasn't even following the teacher of this course. It was from another online marketing teacher that I was following, and she recommended this course. So I signed up for the free masterclass first and then listen to it. And then I decided I was going to sign up for an online course. I got myself a notebook, and in the next few months, I was writing down ideas. I had my former podcast, brainstorming the names and topics I like to talk about. I also did something fun. I started to say out loud to myself, welcome to my podcast. I'm your host, Tanya Ho. I didn't even have my podcast name by then, but I was practicing to say it out loud as if it was happening in the now. And I opened this Google document and started writing the intro, the outro. I did enlist the help of ChatGPT to help me refine my wording. And I was looking into different podcasting platforms and kept asking the universe to show me which one I should use. So funny enough, one day in meditation, I did receive guidance to go with one platform. But as I went online and looked at the pricing between the two different podcast platforms that I was looking at, I did some more research and I finally decided to go with the other platform. So I believe that guidance was just the push from the universe for me to make a decision. Then on April 25th, I drank a cup of cacao and decided, okay, I got the intro done. I got the outro done. I was going to record my very first episode that day, and I did. So I shared how the idea of a podcast came true because it took me 7 years to manifest it. It started as a dream seed, and slowly, one step at a time, I followed the guidance of the universe. I have the right timing because my kids are a bit older now. I have the right resource because the podcast platform that I use now, which is Riverside, was founded only in 2019, and ChatGPT, as we know, was launched in 2022. Now I could finally use these right resources to manifest this dream into reality. Now, when you look at nature, seeds need time to grow. Your dream seeds also need time to grow and to see results. The best thing to do now is to nurture your dream seeds with your desire and feel it with your positive emotions. Envision your dream happening in your mind and don't get caught up with the how right now. Just have fun dreaming. Now, this may be the time you catch your inner critic talking. Maybe your inner critic may start to judge your idea or even judge you, saying things like, who do you think you are? How you have time and money to do that? You don't know anything in this field or industry. How is this possible for you? When this happens, it is actually great because you are unearthing more subconscious limiting beliefs about yourself. Remember, your beliefs do not define you. You only have as much power as you give them, and you can always change your beliefs. So if you need help with releasing your old beliefs, I have shared a journaling exercise before on Museflower's blog on rewriting your limiting beliefs, and also have a free guide to teach you how to perform a simple fire release at home to burn and release the beliefs that no longer serve you. I'll leave the links of these two resources in the show notes so you guys can go and check them out. Now, coming to the self-care card for this lunar cycle, it's from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle card deck by Jin Pyle, and it's card number 11, Connect with Crystal. If you haven't worked with crystals before, this may not resonate for now, but if you are interested in crystals and never got to work with them, this is your sign to start using crystals. Crystals are a great energetic tool to help us to plant new intentions. And there are many ways we can use crystals. And crystals, there are energetic beings too. They love to help support us and help support our mission here on Earth. So the way I learned to use crystals for planting new intention is to bring to my mind my intention and my feelings that are associated with it. And with one strong exhale, I blow the intention and the feelings into the crystal I choose for programming. You can choose any crystals to do this. You can choose a stone that is specifically related topic or the theme of your intention. For example, maybe a rose quartz for something about love. In general, you can also use clear quartz for any type of programming. And after that, I thank the crystal for holding my intention, and I leave the crystal on my meditation altar to help me attract the right energies to manifest my dream. If you want to learn more about Programmer Crystal, I found this great blog. I'm going to share it in my show notes as well. So remember, this lunar cycle, you are here to dream. You're here to plant new seeds of love. Focus on how you want to feel when you're living your dream and give yourself the permission to be curious, experiment, and play just like a child. You don't need to know the exact details of how to make your dreams come true yet. Trust the universe will show you the next step when the time is right. At the end of every lunar cycle card reading, I like to share a daily reflection prompt that you can use for journaling or just to think about. And the daily prompt is this: today I dream that, fill in the blanks, whatever that you feel inspired. I repeat it again. Today I dream that, fill in the blanks, whatever that makes you feel inspired. So as you listen to this, what is coming up for you? What is your answer to that? Feel free to share in the comments below. I'd love to know about that. So thank you for tuning in into another episode of Embrace Your Sacred Nature podcast. I'm so grateful for your time. I also wrote a blog for this lunar cycle card reading that you can read, and I'll leave the link in the show notes. Every Sunday, I also post a 1-minute video talking about the oracle card message for that week. You can watch that on my Instagram account at Tanya Soul Guide or our YouTube channel at Museflower Retreat. As always, I love to stay connected with you. You can find me on social media. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and questions. You can also go to my website, www.tanyaho.me, to download your free How to Perform a Simple Fire Release at Ceremony at Home guide today. And remember, your energy is your magic. So be you and no one else. This is Tanya from Museflower Retreat and Spa, and I'll see you in my next episode.